Welcome to WJWS TV, Channel 13, serving whatever parts of Greater Amity we can reach with our slightly underpowered transmitter. WJWS features the finest in family video entertainment, including the hottest comedies and movies. That's why we're known as the station that plays the hits. We're proud to support and be supported by Amity's finest commercial enterprises. If at any time during our broadcast day you see a product or service you'd enjoy, please mention you saw it on WJWS. Thanks! And now stay tuned for Hey There Amity with your genial hosts, Jack Malone and Melody Clark. Hey There Amity! Welcome to Amity's most popular and only magazine show. Now let's join that terrific twosome, Jack Malone and Melody Clark. Hi, Melody.
Hello, Jack, and hey there, Amity. We've got a really terrific show lined up for you.
Starting off with something very special. A look back at 1974 when Amity was changed forever by...
That's right. The famous shark attack that inspired the movie Jaws.
We'll have live interviews with the folks who were there.
And we'll ask the question, sure, it was a horrible, gruesome tragedy. But was it really such a bad thing for the town?
Right, Melody. You know, after that first shark attack, we lost 100% of our visitor business. But now, we're back.
Bigger and better than ever, and all thanks to that huggable, man-eating monster, Jaws.
Well, hey, Mel, you know, if we're going to deal with man-eating sharks, we better get in shape, and that means...
Time for a fitness timeout. Here's our own Hey There Amity fitness guru, former Marine Corps drill instructor, Dirk Kincaid.
All right, all you pizza-eating lowlifes. No more whining excuses. Time to kick butt and take names. To get in shape or die trying. Jumping jacks, sound off. I don't know, but I've been told.
I don't know, but I've been told.
Ice cream sundae mighty cold.
Ice cream sundae's mighty cold.
Chocolate syrup topped with nuts.
Chocolate syrup topped with nuts.
Take one bite. Oh, kick your butts. That was pathetic, you bunch of Humpty Ducks. All right, sit-ups. Jump and give me 500. Let's go. You two, if you can't do better than that, I'm gonna come to your house and write Goodyear across your stomachs. What's the matter, Seymour? Too many pork donuts last night? Okay, you deep-fried dumplings. You know who you are. The ones with bumper stickers that say, honk if you got groceries. Listen up and listen good. For the measly price of $200 a day, I'm offering you the opportunity to come to my exercise spa. Camp Sweat. There's no swimming, and there's no tennis, and there's no golf. Here is a before and after picture of one of my satisfied clients. In addition, I am offering at the low, low price of $59.95 my exercise video. Jump and give me 500. So put down that chocolate cupcake and pick up the phone and order now. Inspection!
This has been Fitness Time with Dirk Kincaid. WJWS TV is not responsible for actual deaths and/or injuries caused by this program.
Jump and give me 500.
We'll be back with our Amity Jaws historical special right after these messages.
Ahoy there, mateys. I be Captain Jake, an old seafaring salty dog. Why, I remember...
Chomp, chomp.
What's that music?
Chomp, chomp, chomp,
No,
chomp,
no, it
chomp,
can't
chomp,
be.
chomp, chomp,
No,
chomp,
no,
chomp,
it
chomp,
is.
chomp, chomp, chomp.
Oh, it's me old pal Chompy, the great white shark.
How you doing? Hi there, kids.
Chompy here's the one that showed me where he gobbled all them Visters back in '74.
Good.
So I could show you landlubbers on me Captain Jake's Amity boat tours.
Yes, a trip to Amity just isn't complete without a Captain Jake's Amity Boat Tour. You'll travel in the comfort and convenience of Jake's own state-of-the-art fun barge with all the comforts you've come to expect, like seats and a skipper and even shade.
Aye, mateys, it's a scarifying adventure. And despite what you may have heard, almost completely safe. So join me, Captain Jake.
And me, Chompy, the great white shark.
We're shoving off soon.
Captain Jake's Amity Boat Tour. A bargain at $29.95 per person. Insurance waiver required, not responsible for guests who fall overboard. Mention this television ad and get an actual life jacket. Hey there, stranger. Yes, you. Are you fed up with those little bitty portions you get at most restaurants? Ever pay $4, $5, even $5.50 for a meal and still get up from the table hungry? Well, you haven't been to Helen's House of Huge Helpings. For starters, try a mouth-watering dish from our all-you-can-eat meatloaf bar, our all-you-can-eat tuna noodle casserole bar, our all-you-can-eat macaroni and cheese bar, and, well, you get the picture. And better save room for dessert. Helen will serve you a piece of chocolate cake the size of Montana. Mighty large eating. Yes, nobody walks away hungry from Helen's House of Huge Helpings. Maybe the food isn't all that good, but boy, oh boy, is there a lot of it. And coming soon, our all-you-can-eat Monte Cristo sandwich bar. Tons of deep-fried goodness. That's Helen's House of Huge Helpings. We're America's quantity restaurant. Later on tonight, it's Gangway for Comedy as John Forsythe and the gang star in a new fun-filled laugh-a-thon, Bachelor Father. And don't forget to join the Cleavers. June, Ward, Wally, and the Beeve. It's a family fun fest on Leave It to Beaver. Then join TV funny man Ernest Borgnine and the craziest crew that ever almost lost World War II. It's a boatload of hijinks on McHale's Navy. Yucks ahoy, tonight on WJWS Channel 13, the station that plays the hits.
How cornball can you get?
Okay, we're back.
Well, before our special presentation, let's have a local Amity news and weather update.
This WJWS News Update is brought to you by Wacky Wally, Amity's stereo selling maniac. Now it's time for Amity's most authoritative news commentator. When something happens, it's news to him. Our own Frank L. Dithers.
Good day, and here's the latest news. Chief of Police Brody introduced Amity's new beach patrol today, just in time to handle the summer crowds. The police officers, headed up by Sergeant Bowser O'Malley, will cruise the beach regularly throughout the day in an attempt to enforce Amity's strict safety rules. The patrol also includes 2 specialty units, the Amity Surf Patrol and the Amity Deep Sea Patrol. The patrols have reported absolutely 0 shark activity. However, one islander was treated for bite wounds after refusing to surrender his lunch to a patrol officer. In a related story, plans for the proposed Amity Pork Patrol have been scrapped in an effort to trim excess fat from the budget. And now, a quick look at the weather. Up next, names in the news after this.
Hi, friends. Wacky Wally, Amity's stereo-selling maniac. Friends, my accountant says I should sell this incredible Nakamitsu stereo sound system for $249. Ha! Now I can sell it at the slightly damaged price of just $1.79. This pencil pusher also claims I should sell this Sagi Sushi 21-inch cable-ready TV monitor for 599 simoleons. Ha and double ha! Now I can give it away for just $4.79.
Wait a minute, Wally. That's completely wacky.
That's what I think of bean counters here at Wacky Wally's. So come on down and see us. If you've had credit trouble in the past, if you're in debt, if you're in prison, if you're legally dead, I don't care. Come see me, Wacky Wally, Amity's stereo-selling maniac.
Names in the News is brought to you by Dr. Howard W. Belinsky, Amity's only credit psychiatrist. And now, WJWS presents Amity's Names in the News with Frank L. Dithers.
Our first name in the news is legendary fish nutritionist Dr. Conrad Kelp, who has developed an innovative diet for his finned friends. According to Kelp, the secret to underwater longevity is a steady stream of boneless, free-range worms. His faithful companion, Benny the Bass, happily adds these helpful hints. Don't bite the hand that feeds you, never feed off the bottom, and stay in schools. In other news, Thursday night's charity bowl-a-thon at Amity Lanes brought out plenty of names in the news. But it was a member of Chief Brody's beach patrol team who stole the spotlight. This relative unknown came prepared with specialized equipment, his own trainer, and most importantly, a unique bowling style. He says his bowl-a-thon winnings will go to his favorite charity, the Amity Fire Hydrant Restoration Project. More news later. Now, back to Jack and Melody.
We'll be right back with more Hey There Amity after this message for a very important sponsor.
Well, coming up later tonight, it's wild and woolly action from the Old West as WJWS presents Giddy Up Theater. First up, it's Wagon Train, the doggy-punchingest frontier saga ever filmed in Tumbleweed-O-Rama. So round up your desperate band of in-laws and get those wagons in a circle, because you get better reception that way. Next up, this town isn't big enough for the both of us, so let's go home and watch long, lean lawman Henry Fonda in The Deputy, the show that proves there's no villainous varmint you can't hogtie if you don't just drink enough coffee first. And finally, a scintillating sagebrush saga that'll put you back in the saddle again. Catch Old West thrills, spills, and chills on The Virginian. Tonight's episode, the gang captures a villainous outlaw charged with impersonating Robert Redford. That's Giddy Up Theater, later on tonight on WJWS, the station that plays the hits.
Well, I've had enough pork and beans for one sitting.
Hey, boys and girls, time to set sail on the SS Cartoon-a-Rooney with the world's bestest storyteller.
And the world's worst ventriloquist.
Huh? It's Skipper Billy.
He even moves his lips to read a coloring book.
Sharky, just do the promo, okay? It's Skipper Billy and his pal, Sharky.
Hi, kids. Hey, Sharky, tell the boys and girls what's coming up on today's show. Take a hike. But, Sharky, the kids all want to know what kind of hijinks we're having today. Why don't you just kiss my dorsal fin? You know, Sharky, it's not like I couldn't stuff you in a trash compactor and come back tomorrow with my old pal, Mr. Moo Cow. Yeah, right. That'll go over big in this town. Listen, you and I both know that this station's a lot more likely to keep me and send you back to work on the Slurpee machine at the mini-mart. You know, for 10 cents, I'd drop you like a bad habit. Yeah, you and Who's Army, huh? And get rid of this cow. Yeah. Sharky, you behave yourself. Ow! You bit me, Sharky. Yeah, and there's a lot more where that came from. Hey, you just better mind your manners here. What? Come on, you and me.
That's Skipper Billy and his pal Sharky, later today on WJWS.
Who gets more fan mail, me or you?
WJWS, Channel 13. Sure, our programs are cheap, but here at Amity, we're top of the heap.
The year was 1974, and everyone in America was talking about what happened right here in Amity.
So, what did happen? Let's go live right now to our Hey There Amity special assignment reporter, Tad LaFone. Tad?
Todd, we can see you, but can you hear us, Todd, babe? Todd? Okay, Todd, we'll get back to you a little bit later. Melody, why don't you tell us what happened back in 1974?
What? Love to. What happened was that a mondo humongo mega beast of a great white shark mistook our citizenry for snack food and started scarfing them up like cheese doodles. He terrorized the entire town, not only killing people, but completely wrecking our visitor business.
Things looked bad until 3 men came to the rescue. One was our own Chief Brody, played in the movie Jaws by actor Roy Scheider.
I'm on a stakeout.
We're lucky enough to have Chief Brody live right now. Chief, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Chief, in the movie Jaws, you're credited with killing the shark Jaws almost single-handedly. Is that the way it really happened?
Absolutely, Jack. The only real difference is that in the movie, to make it more dramatic, they had me miss a couple of times. Me miss a couple of times. In real life, I got him with one shot. Blammo! Piece of cake.
Oh, thank you, Chief Brody. Now for our next guest.
It's too bad they made that picture back in '74. I mean, Roy Scheider, come on. Now, Arnold Schwarzenegger, there's a guy who could play me.
Thank you, Chief Brody.
Also in that fateful fishing boat was one of the world's most prominent ichthyologists, Professor Hooper, played in the film by Richard Dreyfuss. Now let's go to the real Professor Hooper, standing by live in his classroom at Amity Island Elementary School.
Go away.
Professor Hooper?
Get out of here. Beat it.
Professor? Professor, thanks for joining us.
My pleasure.
Professor, since Chief Brody actually killed the shark, what part did you play?
Excuse me? Did you say Chief Brody killed that shark?
Sure. I mean, the movie Jaws clearly shows that
That movie was a fraud. I've been trying to live that down for years. I was the one who actually killed that shark.
Professor, everyone knows Chief Brody was the one.
All right, let's go back to the movie. The parts they got right. Fact. After Brody and Quint's bungling attempts to kill the shark, I courageously climbed into a metal cage, armed only with a hypodermic needle on the end of a long spear that I was willing to risk my life to inject into the mouth of Jaws.
But then you dropped the spear.
I did not. I did not drop the spear. They just put that in the movie because Brody threatened to have the film crew arrested if they didn't make him the hero. Despite being battered and bruised and bushwhacked and literally having the cage smashed to pieces, I stabbed Jaws with the spear, killing him by myself, alone, with no one's help.
Gee, you must be pretty bummed out.
Bummed out? My entire life has been ruined. Look at me. I was in line for a Nobel Prize. Now I am stuck in this crummy two-bit town teaching 5th graders how to breed guppies. It's an outrage. I demand justice. I demand a rewrite. I demand a
Okay, Doc, I think we're about out of time.
Nice feature, Mel.
Thanks.
Okay, I think we're just about ready to take a break.
Just a second, matey. Just to build water second.
What? Who are you?
Remember Quint, the crusty but lovable boat skipper? Well, I be him.
He was in the movie, he was eaten.
Be good, lads, now, and roll that tape I gave you. Truth be told, I was eaten by Jaws.
You were?
That's right.
Well, then, how could you have killed him?
Simple. Food poisoning.
You mean?
That's right. Once I get in there, I did me worst to his sharky innards. And then something amazing happened. Roll that tape again, mateys. Right before I expired, it cuffs me up like a giant hairball. I ain't never seen anything like it.
Well, why haven't you told this amazing story before this?
Nobody asked.
One final question, Mr. Quint. Could a shark attack like that ever happen again?
Well, of course it could. There's sharks.
Remember, there may be visitors watching.
No, absolutely not. No way.
Okay, then. We'll be right back with more of our special report right after this.
Ahoy there, mateys. Captain Jake here with me old pal Chompy, the great white shark.
Captain, is this gonna take long? It's hot in this thing.
Shut up and wave to the kiddies. Old pal, why would you ever want to take one of them other expensive, life-threatening, don't show you the good stuff Amity boat tours? Only Captain Jake shows you where this actually happened. Hey, it's important to floss after every meal, you know.
That's right. Only Captain Jake has the boats. Only Captain Jake has the skippers. And only Captain Jake has those years of briny know-how to make your boat tour of Amity a super special once-in-a-lifetime fun fest. Just ask average visitors like this one.
It was amazing. It was incredible. Well worth twice the money. You really have to see it 5 or 6 times to get the full impact of it all.
And just to make sure you'll be completely safe, I've installed one of these special Army surplus grenade launchers. Of course, we'll never need to use them. So what are you waiting for? Make like a bakery truck and haul your buns down to Captain Jake's Amity boat tour.
Captain Jake's Amity Boat Tour, just $39.95 per person. 2 people for just $80. Pilot the boat yourself and get a 10% discount. It's more fun than a barrel of sea monkeys. Remember what they said back in '74? All the king's horses and all the king's men...
Smile, you son of a...
couldn't put Jaws the shark back together again.
Well, they didn't reckon with me. Chester W. Pettingill, taxidermist extraordinaire. It took me 2,391 work hours and more superglue than I'd care to admit to paste this man-eating mother together. And I can do the same for you.
Yes, Chester Pettingill has the right stuff. He's Amity's #1 and only quality taxidermist. And he'll turn anything from sporting trophies to beloved family house pets into quality keepsakes you'll be proud to show off.
That's Chester W. Pettingill, taxidermist extraordinaire, where I'm not offended. In fact, I'm always thrilled when you tell me to stop it.
Tonight on Scary Creature Sci-Fi Monster All-Night Movie Theater. First up, they're big, they're bad, they're on a rampage. And it's gonna take more than an industrial-sized can of bug spray to slow these babies down. In short, they're Miss Muffet's worst nightmare.
In all the kingdom of the living, there is no more deadly or voracious creature than the praying mantis.
Every device of military science, every defensive weapon, radar, planes, rockets, marshaled to destroy 1,000 tons of beastly fury. A monster leaving a trail of carnage, spreading panic across a continent.
You boys might just as well go back. There aren't any bodies.
The deadly mantis. Come on, baby. Light my fire. Finally, from the bowels of the earth comes the scariest, most terrifying, most utterly, completely frightening journey past the limits of absolute scariness and terror that you've ever not seen, because you were too scared to look at the screen. It's so scary your family doctor must see it first, just so he can judge if your heart can withstand the shocking, terrifying chill fest of the Mole People. That's tonight on Scary Creature Sci-Fi Monster All-Night Movie Theater.
Then expect something that's fiercer, more cruel and deadly than anything that ever walked the earth.
WJWS Channel 13 at Amity. Champagne television on a light beer budget.
Now it's time for our debate segment entitled, I'm Sure I'm Right and You're Wrong. The question we'll be asking today is just what are the chances another great white shark attack could happen here in Amity Harbor? With us today is Dr. Pamela Darnell, who survived a vicious shark attack and also is one of the world's leading experts on sharks. Thank you for joining us today, Pam.
Thank you, Melody.
Pam's viewpoint is that Amity could very well be in jeopardy from another shark attack. Is that correct, Pam?
Yes, absolutely, Melody.
But this man has quite a different opinion. He is, of course, our own Mayor Vaughn, who insists Amity is still safe from shark attacks. Is this still your stand, Mayor?
Darn tootin', Melody.
All righty. First off, Pam. Now, you were almost eaten by a great white shark. Where did that occur, Pam?
Right here in Amity Harbor 7 years ago.
Now, wait a minute. Hold it.
Now, Mayor, you'll have your chance in just a moment. Go ahead, Pam.
Thank you, Melody. Imagine razor-sharp teeth with the force of 7 tons per square inch, ripping the flesh down to the bone. I thought I was a goner.
Jeepers, how did you survive?
The reason the shark is such a vicious first bite is so that you'll bleed to death almost instantly, and then he can eat you without a struggle. Luckily, I had 3 buddies who came to my rescue and scared him off.
That's preposterous. I've never heard such malarkey.
All right, Mayor, she obviously has the scars to back up her claims. What's your side?
I'm saying we are finally getting our visitor business back, and we don't need a lot of natering nabobs and negativity scaring our visitors half to death. It's just like an hysterical woman and her typical overreactions.
Hysterical! Excuse me! People should be scared. Sharks are real. And it's just a matter of time before another Amity citizen loses his or her life giving one of those man-eating monsters a gum massage. Sharks are out there.
There are no sharks. I am the mayor. I've conducted an extensive fact-finding mission.
I read the report. There's not one fact in it, you pompous politician.
Pompous politician? Listen, you fishmonger. There are no sharks off the beaches of Amity.
Mayor Vaughn, Pam, excuse me, but we need to move along.
There are 2 sharks.
There are not.
Are 2.
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 Well, that's about all the time we have for this stirring intellectual debate. Mayor, Pam, thank you.
There's a bus leaving in half an hour. Be under it.
Be under it. I got your bus for you. Come over here, you idiot. You don't know what the heck you're talking about.
Listen, Bessie.
Listen,
We'll be right back.
There
You can't hear the bear.
I'm gonna
Okay, everyone, dinner's on the table. Come and get it.
Do you ever want to go back to those good old days of tasty home cooking?
But I ordered the chicken. Well, I made meatloaf, and you're going to eat it and like it. And you, did you make your bed and clean your room?
We're on vacation.
Don't give me any excuses, mister. And no dinner either.
Yes, that's Mom's restaurant for you. It's so much like home, she won't let you chow down until you wash up. And if you don't clean your plate, look out.
Don't you know there are starving children in this world who would just love to have those Brussels sprouts?
Oh, Mom.
Don't give me any back talk.
Mom's restaurant, Main Street, downtown Amity. If you don't like what she's serving up...
You can just go to bed hungry for all I care.
Hey, boys and girls, get ready for a really great guy.
And a really lousy ventriloquist.
Huh? No, it's a Skipper Billy and his pal.
His pal? No way. I'm only here because he has his hand stuck in my head.
Shut up and get over to the Playhouse, Shark. To tell you about their upcoming show, it's Skipper Billy and his pal, Sharky.
So, Sharky, we've got 5 Amity birthdays to celebrate today. Want to help me sing the birthday song? Aren't you a little old to be doing this sort of thing? Sharky, I just want you to help me sing the birthday song here. Well, come on, Sharky, we have to sing the birthday song for the kids. Sharky, we're going to sing the birthday song. Sharky, listen, I just want you to help me and sing the darn song! I got a better idea. Yeah? What's that? Why don't you use a blasting cap as a tongue depressor? That's a cute Sharky. You're such a cute little Sharky. Why?
That's Skipper Billy and his old pal, Sharky. Coming up on WJWS.
You're a has-been. I never liked you anyway.
WJWS Channel 13 at Amity. Champagne television on a light beer budget.
Now it's time for another local news update.
This WJWS News Update is brought to you by Wacky Wally, Amity's stereo-selling maniac. It's time once again for the prestigious loser of 7 major news awards in Amity alone, hard-working Mr. News himself, Frank L. Dithers.
Rush hour traffic was particularly bad in Amity today. There was a lot of congestion around the North Shore with waves at 3 to 5 feet. Traffic was backed up beyond the breakers, and a SIG alert went into effect for the shallow waters, where a commuter had beefed majorly. In other news, a press conference was held yesterday for the star of the upcoming Universal Pictures sea thriller, Claws. Reporters clamored to ask him questions about the film, but Amity's reclusive star refused to come out of his shell. Hundreds of people gathered at the grand opening of Amity's newest theme park, Pudding World, where kids of all ages can run, jump, and play in their favorite pudding flavors. Butterscotch, tapioca, and of course, chocolate. Pudding World maintenance crews were especially pleased when, at the end of the day, the kids had licked the park clean, easing their workload considerably. We'll be back with Sports Corner after this.
Hi, friends. Wacky Wally once again. Amity's stereo-selling maniac. Friends, let's talk bargain of the century for just a minute. This There Amity 751X tuner amplifier. 5,000 watts of neighbor-annoying music power. But wait, flip this baby on its side. A fax machine. Throw this blender doohickey on. A daiquiri maker. Plus, it's also a combination laser disc player that makes acres of coleslaw. Plus, you get a cappuccino maker, a cellular telephone, and you can even use it as a personal workout device. Friends, other guys sell this unit for $2,800. My price to you, a totally insane $7.99. How do I do it? Volume! My commercials are louder than anybody else's. Friends, come on in and ask for me, Wacky Wally, Amity's stereo-selling maniac.
Sports Corner is brought to you by Amity Sharkhead Beer. When you want a beer real bad, we've got a real bad beer. From the hockey rink to the bullpen, only one man gives you the real inside bird's eye lowdown on sports. It's Sports Corner with Frank L. Dithers.
Amity Island's Shark Trauma Center held its first annual traumatic triathlon this week. And although most patients have been in therapy since the 1974 shark attacks, their performances were quite impressive. The Trauma Tries events included the acrophobic hang gliding competition, the filth-ophobic downhill mud skiing competition, and the fin-ophobic sailing competition. The Grand Prize Trauma Cup trophy was not awarded to anyone, as the anxious athletes were scared away by the large crowds waiting for them at the finish line. In other sports news, unusually high tides flooded the Amity Sports Arena last night, but the 8 o'clock heavyweight boxing finals went on as scheduled. Defending champ Buster Tyson won the match, coming up for air only once before the 10th and final round, when he sent his opponent down for the deep six with a hard right. Fight officials, however, are looking into allegations that the fight was fixed, as the challenger appeared to take a dive in that final round. One final note, the featherweight finals were canceled as the boxers kept floating to the surface. That's it for sports. Now this.
Later tonight, get ready for drama at its finest on our WJWS Shark City Showcase. First up, Robert What-A-Guy Wagner. He trots the globe looking for action, adventure, and leisure suits. He solves perfect crimes, romances perfect babes, and never messes up his perfect hair. He's having a wonderful crime on It Takes a Thief. Then it's a couple of real tough cops in a real tough town. How tough are they? They wear silly pastel shirts and nobody laughs at them. Miami Vice.
Well, I have no family. Haven't taken a day off since law school. Guess I'll try to squeeze 30 years of living into 1 or 2.
A year to live? Well, at least he can stop flossing. That's Shark City Showcase. Tonight on WJWS Channel 13, the station that plays the hits.
I forbid you to kiss me and you did it anyway.
What can you expect from the bushy American playboy?
Hey, boys and girls, it's time for Comedy Hijinks with Skipper Billy.
Amity's crummiest ventriloquist.
Quiet, Shark, we're on the air.
Not tough. Old Billy's just a paranoid, manic-depressive schizo who's 2 tacos short of a combination plate.
It's Skipper Billy and his annoying pal, Sharky.
I said for you to tell the boys and girls what's coming up today. And I said I'd rather have a root canal with no painkiller. Well, boys and girls, on today's show, we've got 5 Amity birthday treasure hunts and a sing-along and we're gonna try to sell you lots of worthless toys and video games and sugar-laden cereal that'll make your teeth rot and fall out. Listen, you, I have had all I'm gonna take from you, Fang Face. Yeah? Well, take your best shot. Come on, right here. I'm gonna break you like a dry twig. Yeah? Well, break this. Oh, Sharky, get up. Sharky, not in front of the boys and girls. Oh, Sharky, that tickles. Eat death, pork chop. You. Cool down, take it easy. Well, that's the Skipper Billy show, which will go on with or without my old pal, Sharky. Don't worry, kids. He won't do it. He hasn't got the guts. Don't push me, man. Just don't push me.
Gosh, kids, Skipper Billy and his pal Sharky are going on a very long vacation. So tune in tomorrow for Farmer Frank and his new pal, Mr. Moo Cow. WJWS, Channel 13 in Amity. We couldn't put on any cheaper programming if we tried, and believe me, we tried.
Our next guest is Amity's own Dr. Howard Belinsky, a man who has been giving the entire town of Amity group psychiatric treatment since 1974. Doctor, how is the town doing?
Oh, amazingly well, Jack and Melody. Back in 1974, this town was in deep, deep denial.
Martin, it's all psychological. You yell barracuda, everybody says, huh? What? You yell shark. We've got a panic on our hands on the 4th of July.
Besides eating those people, Jaws caused an economic catastrophe and virtually destroyed the visitor business as well. But the people of Amity have taken this traumatic incident, brought it up into their consciousness, confronted the anger they feel, and turned that anger into new energy. Wow. Wow is right, Jack. Just take a look around you. This is a town that no longer denies there was a shark attack in '74. In fact, Amity celebrates that fact, and that's what's driving the town's economic boom. We've got hundreds of small, shark-celebrating businesses now. We even have a boat tour that goes out there, for goodness sake. I'm just so thrilled about all of this. You know, and the fact that I'm completely responsible for it makes it all the more thrilling. Have some gum.
Doctor?
Just let me add one more thing, Melody. In spite of the fact that these people have made incredible progress, the people of Amity continue to be total loons. I'm looking forward to decades of therapy ahead of us.
I see. What was the hardest thing about making progress, Doctor, breaking through all that denial?
No, the hardest thing was trying to get all 2,745 residents of Amity in my office at one time. Come in! Why doesn't somebody answer their telephone? Shark! 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 Here, have some gum. Have some gum. Have some gum. Have some gum.
We'll be right back.
Damn it. Have some gum. Damn it.
Coming up later tonight, Jaws Playhouse presents the 1975 Steven Spielberg classic, Jaws. Visitors, I know we need them. And Amity's business is to house and feed them. But it sure is fun to watch Jaws eat them. It's the 5,795th time we've shown this celluloid gem. Amity just can't seem to get enough of it. So join us on Jaws Playhouse, where tonight, like every night, we'll present Jaws.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Hey there, landlubbers. Captain Jake here for Captain Jake's Amity Boat Tours with Chompy. What's wrong, big feller?
Oh, my mother-in-law is coming to town, and I promised to entertain her. I've really bitten off more than I can chew.
Why don't you take her on my terrific champagne cruise?
What's that?
For the laughably low price of just $75 a person, here's what you get.
A glass of genuine Swillmark generic champagne. All the snacks you can bring on board yourself.
Plus, have your picture taken with me old sidekick and nemesis, Chompy. Wow! Oh, ow! Oh.
And one lucky champagne cruiser will actually get to pilot this pleasure scow after you sign our 280-page insurance waiver.
Sounds great, Captain.
It is great.
My mother-in-law will love it. And then after that, I'll have her over for dinner.
For a limited time, take Captain Jake's Champagne Cruise at a soda water price. Not $75, just $71.50. Call now for reservations. Later on tonight on WJWS, crime does not pay as bad guys get their comeuppance on Hands Up Theater. First up, Dragnet. Real men, real stories, real bad haircuts. Then, Adam 12. More real cops, more real stories, more real bad haircuts. Only this time the haircuts are in color. That makes them even worse. Then, gun-blazing lawmen and great jazz in
M Squad.
These cops are so darn tough, they can shoot guys without even taking their hats off. That's Hands Up Theater. All night long on WJWS, Channel 13, the station that plays the hits.
You're going to jail, you figured.
Hey, you! I'm Taffy Grundy. How could you even think of coming to Amity without coming to the only really original food stand in this whole dumpy town? I'm talking about Saltwater Taffy's World of Seafood Flavored Candy.
Yes, what relative or loved one wouldn't enjoy a big box of fish fudge? Comes in mackerel, bass, and jalapeno cod. Or how about this? Chocolate-covered barnacles. Mmm, chewy. Or how about our famous assortment with guppy gum, eel pops, and croaker fondue ripple?
That's Saltwater Taffy's World of Seafood Flavored Candy. The perfect thing to take on me brother Jake's Amity Boat Tour. Mention you saw this ad on television and get yourself this free all-day blowfish sucker.
Saltwater Taffy's World of Seafood Flavored Candy. Usually located in the back of a pickup truck next to the entrance of Captain Jake's Amity Boat Tour.
WJWS, Channel 13 in Amity. To provide you better programming, we spared absolutely every expense.
You take my parking space, Jack!
My parking space?
My
Look,
space.
you're in your contract.
I have to wear high heels to work.
I've been here
You don't have to wear
6
high heels.
months longer than you have.
Finally on Hey There, Amity, we're lucky enough to have the 3 finalists in the Killer the Shark look-alike contest.
Well, as you know, the annual Old Shark Days Festival is coming to Amity, and one of these 3 folks right here is going to be our official mascot. Let's take a look at footage of last year's festival.
Our winner today will be the Grand Marshal in the Big Shark Day Parade.
Ooh.
And of course, we'll also play the lead in our annual Amity Town Pageant.
Commemorating the first visitor ever eaten in our little town.
That looks like a lot of fun. I'm getting goosebumps. Let's go meet our contestants. Oh! And you are?
Carolyn Leach.
Excuse me?
Carolyn Leach, the receptionist here at WJWS. They told me that I had to do this or they'd can me.
I see. And you're?
Doug Perkins, advertising salesman here at WJWS. They told me the same thing.
Okay, I think we've got a winner, contestant number 3. Okay, so how do you feel?
Oh, this is the most important day of my entire life.
Who cares? We're out of time.
We'll be right back.
Hi, friends. I'm Farley Carruthers.
And I'm Harley Carruthers.
And we're the Carruthers Brothers Identical Twin Used Recreational Vehicle Dealers here in Amity. Well, it's that time of year again.
Time for you to get hopelessly in debt buying that used recreational vehicle of your choice.
Of course, when you see us, you can't buy just one recreational vehicle.
You gotta buy 2 identical used recreational vehicles, cause they're only sold in pairs.
Just like us. We got so many used identical recreational vehicles here on our enormous lot that the ones out back gotta have Canadian license plates.
Why don't you tell them how to get to our enormous lot, Farley?
Why don't you tell them how to get to our enormous lot, Harley? We'll both tell you how to get to our enormous lot.
Well, you go up the old dirt road here and go by the Mrs. Smith's farm. And if you go to Mrs. Smith's farm, you gotta watch out for the bulldog because the bulldog is a very, very mean bulldog. And ask at the gas station.
Well, that about wraps up another edition of Hey There Amity.
Tomorrow we've got an exciting show for you. We'll have Lloyd W. Fenordner, who's written a book saying there never was a shark attack in Amity. He says the whole thing was staged in the same place they faked the moon landing back in 1969. So, this is Jack Malone
and Melody Clarn reminding you to
go out there and take a great big bite out of the day.
Bye now.
You're watching WJWS, where the hits just keep on coming. And so do the commercials.